Hello, I'm host Eric. Do you know what show I host? It's called Talking with Famous People, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about the poetic schoolage of one master debater. I won't even bother. No point. Just call him that. Alright, for now, pre-schoolage. I bring this to you not really to shame master debater. Master debater, you're not at that level. Don't try to attain such mantles. It's ill-advised. The comment, my reply to you is more identity destroying than I intend to be per se, and I have no ill will towards you. But poetic schoolage required a certain artistic grace to this particular textbook instance of what one might call the that it just has a facial expression. It's just what? Sometimes there's a what in there, or there could be a this motherfucker. There could be one of those. There could be a this guy is insane. Could be that. Could be any number of things. Anyway, let's move forward. So he came in with his brilliant notions. He was going to stir the pot a bit here. Oh, pot stir, pot stir. Here you come with your pot stirring. It says about Zachary. The man in the video is a class guy to me, but I suspect he may be on the autistic spectrum. I replied, saying, that's ridiculous. Or more accurately, it's completely wrong. And I pointed out his name, Master Debater, eh? That's a bold claim. And he said, no offense, just making an observation. So, many people are on the bottom side of the autistic spectrum, FYI. The bottom side of the spectrum, I replied. Are you saying, as in, display no signs of it? That's a fun spectrum you've got there, as it includes all people. None taken. Regarding the offense, of course, your name made me take a much more serious approach to this than I normally would. I'm an ENTP myself, and I tend to reflexively scrap when I encounter another scrapper. I think the viewing audience will agree. A highly respectful comment. Assuming a lot of facts not in evidence, and choosing not to be fighty unnecessarily. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. You will need to listen to this before you understand what listening to this means. Are you ready? Are you listening? You're going to have your mind blown right now. He says this. He says this first sentence to me. Seems to me you've taken offense, judging by your defenselessness. He's drawn conclusions warranted by the observation, obviously true, that I am defenseless. That's awesome. I think that's great. And I'm doing some deep self-reflection regarding whether I do or do not have sufficient defenses, given the presence of hard-nosed, experienced rhetorical predators like Master Debater out there, laying bodies behind him, as it were. Let's see what he says now that he's noted my defenselessness. You seem to have some kind of issues with autistic people, as if there were something wrong with them, judging from your defensive and snarky reply. If you knew anything about autism, you may very well take it as a compliment. He actually said took it as a compliment, but and only in its true INTP fashion. No, I'm sorry, I don't wish to mislead you. It says, and now, in a true INTP fashion, I don't care if you're offended. Whatever. Either way, it's all good. Well, sir, I am terribly offended. Terribly, terribly offended. I have taken great offense. Oh, yes. If you thought I was offended before, you not now know. You now you will know the true scope of offendedness. That's how offended I am. I've lost the ability to speak completely, and the ability to tell the truth partially. That's why I insisted I'd lost the ability to speak completely, even though I clearly hadn't. Both effects have now passed. We can proceed. Okay. Love the comment. Love the sentiments. Hugs and kisses. There's a little bit of a problem here, though, right, Jess? Let's find out what it is. Is it fun? This is a fun problem. I reply by saying, you claim my disdainful tone proves bias against those with autism. Here are some other possible explanations for my disdainful tone. Are you ready? A. Perhaps I have loads of disdain for the distance between your name and your ability, Master Debater. Or B. Perhaps the disdain was directed at your indication that I am both defenseless and concurrently defensive in your comment, Master Debater. C1. Just regular C. Master Debater, or perhaps maybe the disdain that you sensed is sourced in your failure to execute a conditional statement, which you included in your reply, without somehow assuming, without any facts and evidence, both the antecedent and the consequent of the conditional, and then using those, even though neither is warranted by anything, and neither is a default in any status quo that any disinterested party would agree comprise a norm for any culture in the world existent today. So, let's talk more. C1. 2. Just give yourself that little extra hint, that little extra flavor, that little extra shame on top of your navel. Yes, to get that little extra shame, what you've done is conjugate a verb wrong. Oh no, big problem. Oh, you said took, you should have said taken. Do you see how fightiness makes you vulnerable, and you've got to cover your bases, dot your I's and cross your T's? I failed to do so. I'll probably go back and edit it and fix it. It says he. I shift personal pronouns partway through. You could attack that, but now I've actually spiked it. I'll probably leave it there for mirth. And regardless, I oughtn't waste any more time spiking out anything that you might bring around here, sir, because you've brought nothing thus far except an abundantly wishful name. So, point D, you don't know what point C means. So, to clarify, you aren't even a regular debater. You're a million miles from being a master debater. So you should change your name, and maybe that way someone less nice than I won't shit in your mouth even worse than I just did. You know you are not a master debater when, as I respond to your points, I do so in a funny voice. I needn't use a serious voice to respond to this individual. He hasn't made any serious arguments. You see, Master Debater, walk into the lion's den bearing your I hate lions sign more warily than you did this time, sir, for I have hereby rendered you embarrassed and eliminated from all contention as a viable opponent. Thank you for playing, and have a good day.